Now, before I get into the usual preview stuff here that I normally talk about, yeah, I need to show you guys something before I get into this. And I promise, stick along. I promise it's good, guys. I promise it's good for Man City, yeah? Good news here. So, this is from the BBC. They report on what's going on in training before the games and all of that. So, this is from the BBC. And you guys can read, I imagine. I'll read it for you. But I just want to say, I can't actually check if this is true or not because it's region locked. So I'm gonna need someone from the UK to actually go into the BBC website or whatever this is and to go check if this is not an edited screenshot. But if this is real, this is halal, bro. This is halal. You know why? Look at all these penalties missed. Foden, Grealish, Gundogan, Haaland, all missing penalties on open net. Now why is that good news? Think back. Man City, 22, 21, and a formidable season. How were we on penalties? Terrible. Now we're terrible on penalties again. Ahead of the Juventus game. I think we're gonna ball out. There you go. That is the huff of copium. I don't have a cigarette here, but that's the huff of copium that we have. So now let's get back to reality. Snap back to reality here. Let's talk about the game. So, obviously, Scott Carson in goal, because who else can save us from whatever the entire nation we're about to witness. Now defense. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I am so out of ideas with this defense. I've offered so many solutions here, but I'm out of ideas, bro. I'm out of ideas to fix this horrid defense here. But here I've got what I think is gonna happen. Kyle Walker plays right back. Here is what I'm hoping to happen. Bernardo Silva right back. Then I don't want Rico Lewis as a left back if I'm being honest. So what I'd do then is I take Gundogan off and have Matheus Nunes either here as a centre back stepping up into midfield or as a left back inverting into midfield like this, and then you have Guardiola going over here. So that is kind of what I've got planned. This is dog shit, by the way. Let me just point out, this is terrible, proper terrible, but this is what we've got. Another solution I have is you have Matheus Nunes here, in the 8 role, and then you have Grealish as the left back, Grealish from left back inverting. I'm so out of ideas, guys. I'm so out of ideas, I can't lie. We're so finished. Well, lucky we're so finished, guys. But I doubt you'll see any of that, but at least we would have tried. At least, guys, I've given you guys a possible solution. I think in reality, though, we're gonna see Kyle Walker. Well, lucky. Grealish and then Ilkay Gundogan again. Thank you, Gundo. You should have never come back, bro. You're ruining your legacy. Give Gundogan his statue and fuck him off to New York, please. Please, guys. Give him his statue, lifting the Champions League, and bring him to New York. He's ruining his legacy right now. Anyhow, wingers, out only 2 wingers, because Grealish is now a midfielder. If Nunez doesn't play, I guess you can play him ahead of one of these 2 guys. It doesn't matter where they play, but Bernardo Silva is washed, by the way. Bernardo Silva is washed. I've talked about him enough. So, wingers, it doesn't matter where they play. Savio left, Doku right. You can swap them around, you can do what you like. You can take Doku or Savio off for Nunez. Whatever. I don't think wingers decide this game. I think this game is gonna be decided in midfield, as I think has been the case with every Man City game recently, in midfield and the right back area. So, let's talk about right backs. Kyle Walker absolutely played Munoz onside for his goal. The first goal, I believe, by Crystal Palace. But Rico Lewis, who was left back in that game, was supposed to be marking Munoz. He didn't. So Munoz went on and scored here because, Walker played him on. But if Walker does not play Munoz on side, Munoz makes his run later because Munoz lifts his head, he sees Walker, he makes his run, right? Munoz doesn't see Walker offside. He still makes the same run, he just holds it. He just isn't as far up the pitch as when Walker is playing him onside. So he'll still get that ball. Rico Lewis will still not striking him. He'll still go down and score. So, right backs, we don't have a good right back. Centre backs, with Diaz and Gvardiol. I mean, that is where I am hopeful. I really think Diaz and Gvardiol can put up a performance here. This Juventus team is not the greatest. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. So I'm hoping holds the ball in midfield here. Gvardiol, Diaz, they can do enough in the box to maybe hold on. Not necessarily keep them out, but hold on for long enough to get 2 or 3 goals. That is what I'm hoping. So for the midfield, what's going to be crucial in midfield here? Grealish having the freedom to play like he did against Crystal Palace, where he's just not Crystal Palace, against Nottingham Forest, where he's just on the pitch and you tell him, play. Do what you like. That is what we need to see from Grealish. Just let him get on the ball, roam forwards. Let him hold on to the ball. Let him control the tempo in midfield. Let him give the ball to De Bruyne so De Bruyne can create. Let him play balls through. That is what Grealish did. Let him take shots when he gets onto the ball well. Because that's another thing, right? Grealish stepping in and trying to shoot, his shots always get blocked because it's too easy to predict. Now that he's playing in the middle, he feels a lot less telegraphed, if you get what I'm saying. You don't know that he's going to shoot a whole second in advance. It's like half a second in advance now. And you're like, he's going to shoot. Otherwise, it's like 2 fucking seconds. The moment Grealish cuts inside, you know he's going to shoot. Like you already know. Now Grealish, he's just doing the same stuff constantly around this area of the box, but one time he'll chip a ball over, one time he'll try a shot, one time he'll pass the ball backwards or something. So he's a lot less predictable now. He's doing the same stuff, but his final product is different, which makes him a lot less predictable. I don't know if that made sense, but I hope it did. Which makes Grealish, in my opinion, a bigger threat for scoring himself. Now Haaland, against the centre backs from Juventus, I mean, I don't rate their defenders. I'm gonna be very honest. I don't rate Juventus that highly. But Haaland is still gonna need to get some food to eat, right? Like you're gonna need to feed him if you expect him to eat. So I think everything just comes down to the midfield. Can we get enough balls into Haaland so he can get that acre of space and shoot a ball? Can we use the amount of gravity Haaland has when he drags players away to get a ball in for Savio or Doku, and can either one of them score? That is the real question here. De Bruyne might score, Grealish might score, Gundogan isn't scoring, let's be honest. Lewis might score, but the most likely remain these guys. But for these guys to score, they need to get spoon-fed, because Jesus Christ. Except for Haaland here, these guys could not finish in a brothel. Bro, you can give these guys 100 million euros and let them go to a brothel, and bro, they still could not pull a goal. Like, you know what I'm saying. The finishing from the wingers especially, let's not talk about it. Let's not go overboard here, right? But you get the point. In my honest opinion, it is in Turin, by the way. It's in Turin, it's an away game. Man City is just so depressing right now. I can't predict a win, I'm gonna be honest. I can't. I'm gonna go 2-2. I'm gonna predict a 2-2 draw. Call me negative if you like. We're just that shit. That's the reality of it. If we get a win, fair enough. But we're that shit. You can't honestly predict us to win against anyone right now. So, especially away. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel out a ton. I appreciate it a ton. We're trying to get to 500 here before the end of the year. So, Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys on the next one, yeah? So tell me down below. Agree, disagree, whatever. Just be respectful with it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.